I'm Audrey Keck,
And I'm Jaden Sharp.
and this is NAC News.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Oh, I just killed Tyler on Fortnite.
What are you doing?
I'm playing Fortnite on my phone with an Xbox player.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's called cross-platform.
Well, I think Tyler did a story on that.
Gaming has been changing recently, with games being able to be played across multiple platforms together. The exception has been Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Sony, the creator of PlayStation, has not allowed their games to be cross-platformed with other consoles. They released a statement claiming they are the best gaming experience, therefore their policies do not allow them to do cross-platform. That all changed late September after constant pressure from people in the gaming industry. They changed their policy. PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch can now connect and play together. This drastically changes games like Fortnite, which is massively popular. Now people can play together regardless of what system they prefer. This will change future games now that they can start playing cross-platform. Games like Fallout 76 are coming out very quickly. Bethesda, the creator of Fallout, said that they will currently not make their game cross-platform since they did not have time to plan it out. They claimed it might be something they work on post-launch of the game. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is coming out on November 12th, and people are wondering if this could change how Black Ops plays. Either way, this policy will change the future of gaming.
Cross-platform is one of the best things that happen in the gaming community. It made PS4 and Xbox players put their differences aside and play together, said student Dawson Mercer.
Let's go. I just got a victory royale.
You should go ring the bell.
Oh, I think, didn't you do a story on that?
Yeah.
Let's watch that.
Recently, there has been a controversy between the football players and the softball players about the ringing of the victory bell. The softball players decided to ring the bell after one of their games, and the football boys didn't like it. Some of the football boys think that only they should be able to ring the bell. I decided to do some research to see what the history of the bell is. I also decided to ask a few students how they feel about the bell ringing.
Thoughts on the victory bell?
I don't know. I mean, it's a bell, and that's pretty sweet.
How do you feel about the softball girls ringing the bell?
Well, I got some opinions on this case, ma'am. All right, so it is a victory bell, and if the softball girls want to ring it, they can ring it. It's fine with me. I don't think they should ring it just if they're bitter. I don't think that's a good reason to ring it. But I mean, if they want to ring it just because they want to celebrate their win, that's fine. That's fine. Ring your bell. It's fine with me.
What are your thoughts on the victory bell?
Well, it's a victory bell, so I think everybody should ring it because it's in the center of our two fields. So it's a victory. So if we get a victory, we're gonna ring it. Just like a basketball game. If we won a basketball game, we could run out in the freezing cold and go ring the bell.
How do you feel about the football boys' reaction?
Honestly, I thought it was uncalled for because, like I said, it's a victory bell. But I guess it wasn't, like, we weren't doing it to be bitter, so honestly, it was uncalled for, but it's okay.
Do you think that anybody should be able to ring the bell, or is it just the football bell?
I think anyone should ring the bell because it's not called the football bell, it is called the victory bell. Therefore, if a team wins, they should be able to ring it. And yeah.
Mr. Roush gave me some information about the bell. According to Mr. Roush, the victory bell was originally a bell on a steamship on the Missouri River. In the late 1800s, they removed the bell from the ship and brought it to Fillmore to be used in the school. It was kept in the bell tower at the school. Eventually, they removed the bell tower and it hung at the playground. It stayed there until the Fillmore school closed. Then it was removed and stored in the basement of the Fillmore school. When the new school was being built, the high school football coach at the time, Jim Schultz, thought it would be cool for the bell to be used as a victory bell for the football team. So they got the bell fixed up again by a local resident at the time named Danny Floyd, and it was displayed in a small tower built by the same bricks used in the crow's nest and the concession stand. It then became a tradition for the football players to ring the bell after a victory. After researching the history of the bell, it was easy to see how the football players would be upset because of the tradition. Would it be bad for the softball players to ring the bell after their victory? Why not make new traditions after all? We are all Cardinals and should share in each other's success no matter what sport is being played.
Speaking of victories, the 5th and 6th grade Scholar Bowl had a good year this year.
Yeah, I did a story on that. Let's watch that now.
The North Andrew 5th and 6th grade Scholar Bowl team had a great season this year. The members of the team are Wyatt Holt, Emery McClintock, Nick Miller, Mason Nestor, John Reedinger, Ben Roller, Gracie Wilmus, Carson Wilmus, and alternate Tegan Miller. The coaches this year are Miss Wheeler and Mr. Wiedmer. The North Andrew team had an overall score of 2,040 points, which put them in second place of the season. Osborne earned first place with a score of 2,190, and Cathedral third place with a score of 1,950. The teams in this league included South Nottoway, Osborne, Northeast Nottoway, St. Paul Lutheran, Cathedral, Rushville, Stewartsville, and North Andrew. The team honored many team members at the end of the season with a pizza party. This year's Rookie of the Year was Emery McClintock. This year's captains were Wyatt Holt and Carson Wilmus. Wyatt Holt was also named MVP. North Andrew only lost 2 matches this year, both to third-place Cathedral. Coach Mr. Wiedmer stated, "We had a great team this year. Wyatt stole the show by answering over 100 questions correct. He certainly earned the title of MVP." The best quote of the year comes from Carson Wilmus, when he mentioned in front of the entire room that he used to have a huge crush on Pippi Longstockings. Every team member contributed to our successes this season. The NAC News team would like to congratulate the 5th and 6th grade on their hard work this season. Good job this year.
FFA Fall Contest has begun. Sean did a story over that.
You know it's fall when Northwest Fall Contest comes around. Thursday, students in ag classes went to the fall contest to compete in dairy cattle, entomology, and floriculture. Each category will take the top 3 best scores to count towards their school. Dairy cattle placed 3rd out of 17 teams. Entomology placed 4th out of 16 teams. Flowers placed 1st out of 22 teams. Fall contest is also good practice for FFA members who want to be part of the Northwest Spring Contest. Northwest will hold a spring contest for teams with 3 or 4 people per team.
I'm Jaden.
And I'm Audrey.
And this is NAC News signing off.